Hello and welcome to the Edge of Average. We're going to be kicking off phase 2 of our to-do app here. Let's take a look and see what we're going to be doing. That's just going to be, here we go, we're going to add our first task, right? It's really just going from just the structure to actually making it do something when we press a button. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm not going to lie, I had to do a little research for this one. I'll show you where I like to go. It's probably not, the meta when it comes to coding, but it's working for me, so I'm not going to change. First thing I am going to do, though, is do what I was supposed to do in my actual first task, and instead of doing everything in divs, we're going to switch this to an unordered list, as Claude recommended I do. Whoopsie. And turn this into a list item instead. Reason being is it kind of helps demonstrate the, we'll fix that later, parent-child relationship of some stuff that's going to happen. So first thing we're going to have to do here is we're going to go ahead and go into scripts, add, let's just call it to-do.js. Cool. And the first thing we need to do is grab our things here. So we're going to get the input and our button. So we'll start with const to do input. Should probably look up what actually is normal for const versus let or whatever, but equals our, we're gonna have to get into the document here, .get element by ID. Yeah, it said to use query selector. The reason I'm not gonna do that is when I looked over here using Free Code Camp, that's where I'm learning my stuff. It talks about how query selector gets the first element in an HTML document that matches a CSS selector. So that kind of gets weird when you start adding multiple elements with the same class. So we're going to use ID and go from there. Let's see what we named it. And that is, task input there. Let's just go ahead and copy that and go from there. And let's go ahead and get our button. Same thing, call it we'll call it the create button. And it's kind of, there we go. Cool. Now we've, there we go. Now we've accessed those. It's good. It makes that bigger anyway. The one thing we haven't done is we haven't actually linked up our script to the JavaScript file yet. So then, what did I even name it? Yeah, to-do.js. Let's actually, I think I'm going to need to do this here. Copy relative path. That's probably what we want. There. And let's see, that's something we can do to make sure it's working. And let's do create button dot add event listener, click. Then there's actually some shorthand I need to learn. I don't know if it's shorthand, but what I'm actually going to do is make a function. Yeah, and go from there. Let's just say add event or add task. Then I just realized I'm being bad, I'm being naughty. JavaScript, you're supposed to semicolon after everything in JavaScript. Please forgive me. I started in Python and I'm too much of a I need shiny objects. I'm too much of a goldfish, so I can't do like terminal output stuff and stay motivated, so switched over to web dev. Anyway, we have it there. Now we need a function. My syntax is probably all wrong here, but that's okay. Function add task there, and let's just say we're just doing a little connectivity check here, and we'll log it worked. Cool. Refresh. We'll open up our little inspector, head over to the console. Hello? Why are you doing that? Is that what we want? No. This is new. I've never seen it do that before. Get out of here, Chrome. Just because I'm still selecting elements or something. Yeah, get out of that. Now we'll do console. It didn't. Nothing's happening. Oops. Ah. That might be why. Try it again. Ah, see, now it's working. That was the, literally just because we didn't close out the old script there. Okay, alright, so we've done that. Our function is now working. We can go ahead and close that. And we're in here. So now what we need to do is add a task, right? So I also think what we're going to have to do is access our actual list, which probably isn't named right at all. So let's do this, task list. We're going to actually class these as well. Or should that be, yeah, let's make that ID. Class equals task. There we go. And then document get element by ID. Should have copied it. And then let's find task list. So now this is where we're going to have to do some append child. Are you like this? Maybe I should use the docs like a normal person, but I'm not going to. So create. So we're going to need to create element, and we're going to need to add and remove some things here. So first create element, right? So we're gonna use create list item. Yeah, we'll do that. Cool. So let's just do that. Let's do let task equal to do input dot value cool. We're not no. Pretty sure all we need is dot value. I don't know why it's trying to do all this extra stuff. Got lessons for this as well. Or maybe the anyway, so then let's actually do task text, and then we'll let task equal, or yeah, new task equal pretty sure it's document.create element. Yeah, that's what we want. Li. No, that needs to be in quotes. Yep. Then new task dot inner text equals task text. Yeah, let's try that. And then we'll do task list dot append child new task. Alright. We're going to find out just how good I researched everything before we did this ahead of time. Let's name it let's call it task 2. Huh? Nothing. Oh, did I refresh it? Alright, so that didn't work yet. Knew it would be too easy, so let's go back. Let's try that. Whoops. It shouldn't be the task list. I don't know why I thought that would work. Let's go ahead and do some yeah, let's try that at the very end. See if it hangs up somewhere. There's a hotkey for that. Oop, failed. The pin child on node parameter 1 is not of type node. Okay, now I have to read. Oh. I put it in quotes like a silly goose. refresh. My son is upset and I have to go check on him. Ah, we did it. Alright. And we know it worked. This was worth it because now it has the same thing. Alright, so that was phase 2. I'm going to go check on my sad child.